Welcome to Escaping Purgatory, a podcast we rewatch Supernatural, then talk it through in the hopes we can finally escape this show.
Join us each week and leave comments on upcoming episodes, and together we can escape Supernatural Purgatory.
Hello!
We did it! We finished season 7. I was going to say season 6, but no, we did that a long time ago.
I will say, I feel like this season lasted forever.
Yeah.
It's real.
I
It's
agree.
gone on. Yeah.
So I think I'd asked a question a few episodes back. I don't remember which episode at this point. That, like, if you could put season 7 on a chopping block, what would you remove? And going through the episodes, I'm like, probably like the first half.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of stuff in here I feel that's unnecessary, and it takes weird tangents and doesn't really add much to the main storyline. Like the B plots were
Non-existent,
weird.
really.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of the season, we were talking about, you know, Sam and Dean's like character arcs in this of like Dean being kind of done, you know, with hunting and stuff. And then we haven't talked about that for the last sort of like 6-7 episodes because it kind of just went away.
Well, it went away when Cass came back.
That's true. You're right.
That's kind of why. But like at the same time, it's not addressed in any kind of way. And then they would never, let's be real, they would never be like, oh, it's because the love of your life is back. But like Sam's whole subplot is just not in this season whatsoever.
Yeah.
His whole like dealing with Lucifer and like whatever the hell that was never addressed.
There's no like repercussions of that. He was just cured by Cass, and then like we're never going to mention this again now. Yeah. And now going into season 8, like Cass is also back to his normal self. So they're not going to address that really either. No,
and like I don't feel like, I mean, Cass is going to try and make up for what he did, right? To Sam, but like I never feel, I mean, and eventually, you know, they become like best friends, so that's cute. But like they needed to have a conversation about what Cass did to Sam and like the betrayal of that, and it had to include like they started to touch on it right in Born Again Identity with the whole like sorry thing, but Cass is saying sorry to only one of the brothers, and that's not enough.
Yeah, and then there's that moment with Dean and Cass by the car where Dean is basically saying, like, I forgive you for what you did. But again, like, Dean's forgiving him.
On the behalf of
something,
Sam.
Yeah, for something that he did to Sam. And, like, Sam nearly died, you know? He was not sleeping. He was close to death. And I don't know if Cass ever properly apologizes to him for doing that. I don't think he does.
Or whether Sam would even accept his apology.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, like I say, they must forgive each other at some point. Maybe next season Sam does his healing with like playing Spaghetti Lady, you know?
Yeah, like this spaghetti's bollocks, so, you know, I'll take the chaos, which is really not good.
I do think season 8 is like a time of healing for Sam.
Yeah.
So maybe by the end of it, and I do think that's true, he's just kind of, there is a shift. I never really watched going in season 8 to look at like Sam's character arc in that because it's kind of weird, but I think it would be interesting now doing this to kind of see where he gets to after all the stuff that's happened to him.
This is true. Yeah, because season 7, 6 and 7 were like, they were pretty big for Sam, but like they weren't big on screen. Like,
right, yeah.
His whole, we're kind of skipping over some of the other stuff, but like we'll go straight into plot points that we usually talk about. His whole Lucifer seeing hell stuff really was just brushed aside, and we talked about it a lot in the episodes, because
yes,
even Bobby is like, keep it together, essentially, and like, so it's just like button up, but it's like, no, this is huge. And like I said or we had talked about in Born Again Identity, or sorry, Repo Man, when we find out how invasive Satan or Lucifer really was, and we see no reflection of that, it's just like, well, I feel kind of gypped.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, yeah, you do kind of feel, like there's just not enough to show. But they're just over it now, right?
Yeah.
Like he gets told to man up, he goes through it, and then he mans up, you know?
Yeah.
Which I feel like it would be more meaningful to see some kind of a progression of healing. But then maybe I do feel like we do see some of that in season 8. I have an inkling of a feeling that might happen.
And it's probably a trauma response, though. Like,
right.
Again, I know it's Plain Spaghetti Lady at the beginning and Dog Lady.
Yeah.
But like, this is, how does Sam get back into hunting? It's probably because Dean shows up all muddy and gross, and he's like, why have you not been looking for me, kind of thing. And it's just like, I'm pretty sure that's actually exactly how it is.
I think that's exactly how it happened. Because basically, I do think you're right. I think the whole bit of Sam going in season 8 is a complete response to this season of like, I'm done. You know, we saved the world. I'm not even going to try and start the cycle again. I'm just going to go with it. Which I feel like it does inform somewhat, like, the end of Supernatural, because they don't really look for each other after this. Like,
what do you mean?
I think so, as in, Sam went to hell. Dean tried for a bit to try and get him. When he realized it wasn't possible, he kind of gave up. Okay, and then Dean goes to Purgatory. Sam skips the even trying part and just like gives up. And then the only other time that something like that happens to them is when Dean becomes a demon, and they're only kind of trying to get him back because they're worried about like the chaos he's causing, I feel.
Yeah.
And then other than that, like, when one of them actually dies, that's the end of the show, and they're like, okay, right?
True, yeah. After that, like, there's no other plane of existence. Like, I mean, they're empty, but that's just Cass.
Yeah.
And they, obviously he goes to the empty before. Anyway, yeah, I guess it's all on, but like, because alternate universe, neither of them is trapped there.
No, they kind of go together.
Yeah, and they get out together. Yeah.
The only time they try and get someone back is when Cass gets like, oh no, wait, no, I'm wrong, because Cass dies that time, and they don't try and get him back. I think he's dead, to be fair, which, like, they don't know what happened. Yeah, anyway, I'm blathering now. But yeah, I think after this, they kind of like, they realize that they're in the cycle of like, if we keep saving each other over and over again, it's just going to keep going. And although there are points where they obviously do save each other, like small amounts, it's not big gestures anymore.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's no longer bringing them back from the dead, because I'm thinking of when Sam also gets captured by the Men of Letters, but like, they're just people. Yeah.
And I think from now, they only do the things they do to like save the world. Is that like, they're dealing with the repercussions of their own actions, so they feel responsible for them, so it keeps going. But it's not necessarily so much to do with them anymore. I don't know. There is a vibe shift, I feel, after this.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before, and I think it comes down to season writing rather than like having a overarching story writing. Oh yeah, for sure. So that's we're starting to see that. We're starting to see that writing come in. Well, we will start to see that, I feel like, because season 8. We haven't gotten to the end of season 8, and I'm worried like season 8 is already done. No, we still have. We're still going to enjoy season 8. But where can they go?
Right. They've Dragon Ball Z'd themselves. Like, it's just got to be a bigger bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I said it in the last episode, but the season finale was just the final fight was so bad.
Oh yeah,
was so bad. Like, not bad, just anticlimactic. It was just, we stabbed him with a stick.
It's so funny. I feel like Dick Roman was like actually quite a good villain. Like, he didn't deserve to go out like that.
No, he like, I know they were chopping heads off throughout this whole season.
Yeah.
And they didn't even chop his head off. They literally just stabbed him in the neck with a stick. I know it was a human bone stick, but like,
they had, like, the steps they had to go through that were easy, right? Yeah. So Cass just handed them the blood. Crowley was like, all right, I'll do us like a fake out, but we all know that I'm not really doing a fake out. And then the alpha vampire was like, okay, yeah, they're double crossing me, here you go. And that was it. And then they found the bone from like a nunnery. Right. I still think that the righteous bone should have had to come from Dean.
Honestly, that would have made more sense, because now that I think about it, why would the tablet talk about humans or righteous man when Leviathan came way before man?
I think they meant for it to be, because obviously, like, Dean's always mentioned as the righteous man, and like, maybe if they hadn't been renewed for season 8, we would have fully got him to like chop an arm off or something. You know?
Yeah. And like, they have Cass. I know. So Cass is being severely depowered, right? This is
they have to.
He can't heal anybody or anything like that. But like, I do feel like they could have chopped an arm off and like
grown it back.
Cass could have grown it back for him in some kind of way.
Or give him like a different, he would have got
a purgatory arm, like give him a demon arm.
They could have like, okay, so they could have like transplanted like Dean's forearm bone with like Cass's forearm bone, because Cass could have just grown one back. Could have done some like angel back. That would have been cool. Yeah,
that would have been really cool. But
now he's got like Cass's arm. They could have given some cool like angel powers with that. Like, all I'm saying is it would have been wicked. I don't know. It's just, it felt like such a cop out. Like, oh yeah, we'll just go to a nunnery and like find a random bone.
I know. Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Like, the idea of righteousness was like after the Leviathan. I guess the point was that like God wrote in a failsafe in case it ever got released. That was the point with the tablet.
Yeah.
So it would have been after they were sealed away. Yeah, but it was lame. I guess it was lame.
It was. Yeah. I just don't, and like, they didn't have to incorporate the borax in any kind of way, like a meaningful way. They didn't have to do anything. It was very, I don't know how I would have felt if they'd gotten like the answer earlier in the season, kind of like with opening the cage again.
Yeah.
Because they knew that they had to get the rings and everything. Right. And so they could spread that out. But even that was kind of rushed, really, in season 5. But like, I don't know. And like, they didn't even, like, Dean didn't make any jokes about it being disgusting, really. Because, you know, he hates bodily fluids, and like, they didn't have to, I don't know. They clearly wanted some sort of separation from what they did last season with like
I think so.
Big spell work.
Yeah.
But I just, like, it couldn't have been like the wing of a fallen angel, or like a feather of a fallen angel, and like the horns of a demon, and then the blood of an alpha, and then like you have to do something with those and like infuse it, and it comes into this kind of cool looking sword thing. I don't know. The dragon got a better sword than the Leviathan.
Oh, don't even talk about the dragon. Still a disappointment to me. Yeah.
It was Excalibur. Like, you know.
Yeah, it was Excalibur. It was actually, like
a mythic sword. And yet you get a 60-year-old nun.
Yeah.
Leg bone.
The Leviathans were like, they were so close to like making like some kind of political point, and they never fully pulled the trigger on it. So I think they just come across as like kind of lame and flat. Like, they do it again. They do the same thing again in season, I want to say 12, with like there's like Lucifer being a politician, right? And then he's the one who gets
Jack,
yeah, and they're so close to like making a point, and it's just they pull back at the last moment every time.
They do,
yeah. And I think that's what the Leviathan were. Like, yes, they're a take on like capitalism and overconsumption and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, and I think maybe this is just aging poorly too, though the issues that they're talking about seem so small now in comparison to the issues today. Like, you're like, oh yeah. And
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's because other issues have cropped up since then. Like that was like this push into this dystopianness of, you know, what Dick envisioned. Like I'm trying to think, like, how can you represent like a corporate downfall in a much better way, in a supernatural way?
Yeah.
And they just, it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. Like,
no.
I get maybe because it's not even a sacrifice for any of the people who gave up their blood, right?
And the thing is, like, they could have gone such larger scale, because like the head of the Leviathan choose to be like the head of a corporation, but like why didn't he choose to be like the president, or like, you know, they could have gone such a larger scale with it, such wider reaching consequences, and they only start to do that kind of like background effect on the rest of the world or country, like at the end of the season. So there felt like there was no build up to it. And
so I get why they didn't do a president, just because it's, well, one, they don't really want to show them killing a president. That's I don't know how they would get that past the sense. I'm pretty sure they've done that in the past, but like, it's also the CW, and also the level of like security around a president is going to be insane.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That there should have been higher stakes, and they could have made a whole season about it.
True. Yeah. Maybe VP.
Like, yeah, something. I don't know. I think I do find Leviathan just disappointing in terms of scale, because like, they choose to be like corporate people and real estate agents. Like, it's just really wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Dick's death is lame. Was there even a dick joke at the end? There was, wasn't there? Like bone, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit, and then I feel like Crowley says something about like them exploding. Well, that was us who said that. I can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. And like the Leviathan were only a very small part of this season. They really like went hard on the ghost aspects. Like, even before Bobby got shot, there were ghost episodes too, right? Kind of like the whole like Amy subplot as well disappeared real quick. Always in this season, yeah.
Like, they didn't. I get what they were. We talked about it, and I get what they were trying to do for it, but again, they didn't fully commit. Like, as soon as they had because of the other ghost episode with the Fox sisters, in Lilydale, whichever episode that is, Sam fully forgives Dean in that episode. So
yes, he does, yeah.
Dean kept a secret for like maybe 2 episodes, maybe 3. I don't recall how long it was, but it wasn't that long. And like, then it's all forgiven and forgotten, because then it moves straight into Bobby dying.
And like, it's not ever mentioned again in the season. So Dean makes this whole point of like, oh yeah, she was a monster. Monsters have to die. This is what Dad would do. Blah 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 blah. But then they let the alpha vampire go, even though they knew they couldn't beat him. They didn't even try. And like, I know they made like a point about that, like, oh, you wish you could kill me now, and they kind of don't, because they have a bigger thing to focus on. which I feel they did at the time with Amy as well, whatever. And also, like, they give Meg pretty much a free pass for the rest of the season too. And I know she's helping with Cass, but, like, I don't know. They definitely could have taken her out at some point if they really felt that strongly about the whole black and white thinking that Dean is committed to at the beginning of the season.
And so the only other mention is in the Slice Girls when Sam kills the girl.
Yeah. And that was almost like revenge, I felt.
Yeah, it didn't feel just.
No.
But again, they were never gonna like make Dean kill his own daughter. But like, I don't know. It was just very. Like the Amazons are gone. Like they're never mentioned again. Like well, there was that one small mention that they've gone into the wind. But like, it's. I mean, maybe it's assumed that the tainted blood destroyed a lot of the monsters, but even then it's not very clear. And this is that Supernatural does this all the time, because same thing with the series ending. Yeah, like it's not clear as to why the monsters are back.
Yeah, like okay, so yeah, Jack's taking her hand off, whatever, but like, why are there Juggalo vampires? Yeah, you know. Why? Exactly. Surely, like I said, surely a lot of those vampires should have been wiped out with this tainted blood situation. They never, like you say, never addressed that in later seasons, that they were killing off monsters. Their morality is so skewed in this season. Like, you can tell different people were writing them and kind of not checking each other's notes, I feel, because... Yeah. I mean, again, with the whole, like, oh, monsters, we have to take them out. They take a really long time to burn Bobby's flask, even when they know he's going full vengeful spirit. But then we know that they're hypocrites when it comes to family.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah. I really don't understand the Amy subplot. Like, I really don't get it at all, because they immediately go back on it as well. Mm-hmm. Like you say, like Sam ends up killing Emma, and Christine can't do it, even though he said like a monster's a monster. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, it's supposed to be about it annoys me. We talked about it at length at the time. I know we did.
Yeah. I also think that like they will flip flop on this for the rest of the seasons.
Oh yeah,
for the rest of the series, like, and it really does come down to what kind of relationship they have with the individual, and then black and white is not important anymore.
Which I feel is kind of true. You have a different morality when it comes to people you know. Like, that is true with everybody, right? No one can be absolute. Like, you know, you would feel more strongly, I feel, about, you know, someone who stole from a shop that you didn't know compared to, like, you know, your child who stole from a shop. Like, you would think about they would have a different punishment because you're close to one of those people. I think they should have, like, made that point, I don't know, but then
in some kind of way.
They kind of do, to be fair to them, over and over again. The fact that they continually try and save each other rather than like saving like the greater good.
Yeah.
You know, again, their thinking is so strange because they do that. They save each other, damning everyone else, but then will go and very quickly sacrifice themselves to like save the world, knowing I mean, that's Supernatural. It's frustrating because they are flawed people. So I don't think you can be mad about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just when you spend 3 or 4 episodes on a point you're trying to make, and then you just drop it.
Yeah.
And it's such a point, like the point of tension between them is the fact that Dean is lying, and they're fed up of lying to each other, but they still don't learn from that because they still continue to lie to each other.
Yes, 100%.
So it's just like, you're not growing.
I think the end of this season is the most they've kind of ever worked together that we've seen. I will say that, but I don't think that continues. Like, I think about the whole Mark of Cain arc. Mm-hmm. Like, that is one big, like, lie fest the whole time. But, I don't know. I feel like this season is a season of 2 halves. There's, like, the story all at the beginning, And then they're like, oh, crap, we have to wrap up the Leviathans the next season. Let's just fully focus on that now and go for it. And some parts are really interesting. We get some really fun characters like Frank and Charlie, like, brought into that. Though Frank's definitely dead. They never say it outright, but, like, he's for sure dead.
Yes.
And they get the whole, like, ghost situation with Bobby, but, like, yeah.
Like, maybe that is how they figured out that they couldn't copy everybody, because they tried to copy Frank.
Yeah, that's true.
And they ate him afterwards, thinking that they would be able to take
they
his
could replace
knowledge.
him. Yeah.
Because why wouldn't they have Frank to crack his own system?
That's such a good point. That is such a good point. Yeah, that must be it. Huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But again, like, you're never going to get there unless you sat and talked about a season 7 for, I don't know, 50 hours. I don't know how many hours.
Well, however long it's been a long time. I still don't think it's the worst season of Supernatural.
No.
Like, I think that does belong to season 9. I might change my opinion. It might be season 10.
Honestly, like, after season 8, everything kind of just smushes into one for me. I mean, not that after 5 years of doing this podcast, because I think we're about 5 years now. I think we started.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh my gosh, yes, we are. Yep.
Like, we all know. I don't know what's going on.
Right? We don't. I know. Yeah.
So the next few seasons are going to be, a world of discovery for me.
I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be so good.
Yeah. Because there's so much. There's so much that's coming. Like Men of Letters, Abaddon, Jack, Mary coming back.
Michael and Lucifer on a high wire.
Michael and Lucifer, yeah. It's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about the plot points of season 7, is that they're jumbled and strange, and they should have done more with the Leviathan. But despite all the complaining that I've just done, I actually think it's quite an enjoyable season.
Yes, I agree.
Which was so funny to say, yeah.
But I think it's just because we get to see a whole host of new characters, and like what they were, so like much as Supernatural, like the idea of itself is actually really interesting, but sometimes the execution is just not there.
I agree.
And I think it was like a 75% of like almost there.
Yeah. And I think Supernatural at its best is where they have like an ensemble cast.
Yes.
And I don't think they ever like fully understood that the whole time they were making it. They're like, no, it's all about Sam and Dean. No, it's fun seeing Sam and Dean interact with people who think they're weird. Mm-hmm. Like Charlie.
Yep.
And I say Crowley as well. Like, I really think he thinks they're just super strange. And Frank.
And Meg.
And Meg. Meg for sure. She's like, what are these two codependent like assholes doing? Like, I don't understand them at all. Like, it's so funny to see them interact with those characters, and it tells you so much more about them as characters that I really wish they leaned into it more. Like, yeah. Because Cass doesn't count because he becomes part of their weird little codependent like bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
then,
and he gets called out on that last season.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to when Mary reappears as well and being like, oh my god, my sons are like weird.
Right.
Because then she definitely has some moments where she's like,
who are these people?
These are Mike, yeah. What?
Yeah. Why do you think she left with what's his name?
I know, right? I'd be like, yeah, get away from these.
Get away from my kids.
But yeah, so I'm glad season 7 got us to where we needed to go. I'm looking forward to season 8, and we should probably go into our actual structure of this episode of like what was our favorite moments of this. Yeah,
sure. Do you want to go or do you want me to start?
I don't mind starting. We're going to do favorite episode first.
Yeah,
I feel like we might have the same one.
Okay, we'll see.
My favorite episode was the girl with the Dungeons and Dragons tattoo.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I love Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charlie is an apology to fans, especially particularly female fans, for Becky.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're two different people, but I feel like Charlie is maybe more representative of female fandom as a whole. And I think whoever wrote her kind of got it. I hope they actually just asked Felicia Day, like, oh yeah, what's a nerdy girl like? I really enjoyed the like heist editing of it as well. I thought that was really fun and different to see. And yeah, I like that whole bit. I think Charlie's a great character. I'm looking forward to her coming back as well, because she's really fun and she deserved better.
She did deserve better. Yeah.
There's also a lot of good Star Wars references in that episode too.
Yep. I still love the revelation of like that you got from her like being Princess Leia.
Oh yeah, the whole like bit of them like infiltrating the Death Star. Yeah. It's for sure. Yeah, she is. It's my favorite moment of an episode we've done because it all just clicked in my mind of like what they were trying to do. And I'm having a Star Wars phase at the minute as well, which I think adds to my like enjoyment of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's great. I also kind of want that tattoo.
Yeah.
Like the Leia straddling like a D20. I think that would be a real fun tattoo to get. You know?
That'd be very cool.
I would maybe choose her in her like rebel white, like the white dress get up than the Jabba bikini.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I like that. I think the interaction between Dean particularly and Charlie's really good. Like I like the foundation of their friendship. That whole bit as well of like Dean like flirting with that guard is just so funny to me as well.
I still cringe.
Who can maintain that character is straight? Like honestly,
yeah,
I just cannot.
Well, so it was a Robbie Thompson episode, which is probably why Charlie is such a good character as well.
Oh yeah, Robbie Thompson is great at writing stuff. I think he's a Dean truther too. I do. I feel it in my heart, Robbie Thompson.
But I feel like if it was, I don't know, if it was an Andrew Dabb, we wouldn't have gotten the same Charlie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I like that she's a queer character who's not like played for laughs. I know there's that whole bit of her like not being able to flirt with the guard, which is kind of a bit, but I don't think it was like, it wasn't making fun of her.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it was making fun of Dean.
It was making fun of Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Different way, I guess. But like, yeah, I like that too. That they managed to actually introduce like a queer character without it being, Supernatural's always a bit weird about it, you know?
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
And yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. I really like that episode. I would watch it again.
Cool. So yeah, I have a completely different episode. Is actually episode 1, Meet the New Boss.
What? I'm really surprised about this. I thought it might be the Plucky Penny Whistles. No.
That is a fun episode. Like, it's definitely one that I'll go back. Like, there were some really good fun episodes. Like, Party on Garth is definitely like a high mention as well.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the monster of that one, even though again it's like really poorly explained, and like the guy's message was weird with him like ending his own life over a brewery. I'll never understand that. Yeah, that was super. Yeah, that was a good episode though. I do like Garth, but but I don't know. There was something about Meet the New Boss of like seeing so many different versions of Cass in one go.
Oh yeah,
was just really enjoyable to me. Sort of seeing how much his actions changed the world, but like not really, because like all of the religious people, like that doesn't really change anything, but like just like the amount of destruction that one angel will do with a bit of power. I wish they kind of would get more into that, and I guess that was what like season 5 was all about, right? They were stopping a powerful angel coming back. But no, I think it's literally just seeing all the different like versions that like Misha got to play for an episode.
Yeah, it really highlighted him as like an excellent actor. He needs to get hired in more stuff. Like I just think It was, yeah. I do like God CL, as we call him. Like,
Yep.
it is his fun, different side. Yeah, Cass really gets to be a lot of characters in this season, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
it goes from sort of like God to like, oh my God, there's Leviathan, like taking me over, to like crazy Cass, and then back to kind of repentant, you know, gruff Cass.
And then you get like Cass and no memory as well.
That's true. Yeah, Emmanuel. Wow, yeah. Yeah, there was an evolution happening here of like...
In like the space of 3 episodes.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I can see why it's your favourite.
And like,
and then the
Death is in that episode and he gets given some pickle chips and just, I don't know. Just
that's
all
pretty
of that.
good too.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, the wide expanse of this season, because we go from like God's DL, like, to, it's wild. Like, the beginning to the end of the season is huge.
It's massive. It's really, really big.
Oh, that's good then. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, like an honorable mention. Though, I will say, I sometimes I have to go back and make sure that some of the stuff that happened in episode 1 didn't happen in episode 2, because those two still get really mushed in my brain.
They're almost like a part 1, part 2.
They are.
And they kind of should have been, yeah.
Because it was definitely, they're very, very different. But for some reason I thought the like God's DL bit, and I thought this in the beginning of the season too, that God's DL was over the space of 2 episodes, but it's not. It's like ends with Leviathan Cass and then continues with Leviathan Cass and then Leviathan in War. So it's just,
it's only really 1 episode, and then yeah. Again, like, you're right, it's a really good opening to a season. Like, it's very good because it suddenly goes straight back into that, like, where we were, and then completely turns it on its head, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's a good episode. I think you're right. Yeah, I love the stained glass window. It's my favorite bit of the episode. So stupid. Yeah. And so we can get into some of the character moments. Oh yeah.
Again, like, I'll start with my favorite Dean one. Probably not what you were thinking. Well, maybe, I don't know. We might have the same. Season 7, obviously, episode 11, Adventures in Babysitting, when he like does the smile at the end of the episode.
Oh, you're so right. That is such a good, the best bit of Jensen acting.
Yep.
In the season, yeah.
I think it's that episode. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's that episode. I think you're
right. I think it's that episode. Yeah. But yeah, he does that like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Adventures of Babysitting. And he's just, sitting in the car. Because like, how many times have you done like sitting in the car and just like thinking about stuff, and like this is him thinking about how he has to now continue on and like support the weight of the world, but like he really doesn't want to.
Oh yeah.
No.
I picked a completely different moment. So. It's like, that sticks with me, and like I'm glad you chose it as like the picture for that episode, because it's the whole point of the episode is that last little moment. And again, like, where is that in the last like? Right, but you're right. Like, Cass came back though. That's the difference, isn't it? Cass came back, and he doesn't have to pretend to be happy anymore.
And he can share the burden of the world again.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. Also, like pass some of that blame on, because like definitely a lot of this is Cass's fault. Definitely. And then so that was like my sad favorite moment. Oh yeah, and then I do have a fun, happy moment. Is actually in the next episode, Adventures in Time After Time, where he's like feeling himself in his little outfit, his little hat, because one week goes back into the 1940s, and he's redressed. Yeah, that's a good one too. He's like, yeah, that's good. That helps episode good as well. There's really good episodes in this season. Like Time After Time is a great episode. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. So my favorite Dean moment, it had to be, it's like from the last episode where he says to Cass, I'd rather have you cursed or not, because I feel like it's such a defining moment in their relationship of like, and I think there's just like the forgiveness you know, he can forgive Cass for all that he's done because he did realize that he was trying to help. And also, even though he's done things that are completely unforgivable, he's still his friend. And, like, I don't think it's just because he wants to, like, use him to take down Dick. Like, I do feel it's so very sincere that they want him on their team. Because of all he did, like, during the apocalypse and stuff as well.
And I do feel like, you know, the love that he has for his family, which Cass is always going to be family now.
Yeah.
Like, he would never be able to forgive Sam if he could never forgive Cass.
Right, exactly.
Because what Sam has done and what Cass have done, they're not quite equal, but they are.
Yeah.
Like, the level of betrayal is still probably about the same. It's just, you know, Cass is on a much larger scale in terms of his destruction.
Yeah.
So I feel like Dean as a person knows that he will always forgive his family and the people he loves. Mm-hmm. He would eventually. And like I said, he was in a foxhole. He thought he was going to die tomorrow. So like, and he had a moment in episode 2 to forgive Cass, and he decided not to.
Yes.
After Cass's apology. And I think that haunted him for the rest of the season until this point where he's like, well, I'm going to have to forgive him at this moment. Otherwise, I will regret it for as long as we have left.
And we talked about then, he went through so much in episode 1 of like, oh, you know, Cass is going to come back. This is not him. To like eventually having to make that decision like, oh, yeah, we do have to take him down. He tries so hard to like fight against that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is like, it's just a good moment. The framing of it's really nice as well in front of the Impala. Mm-hmm. There's something about it being in front of the Impala that makes it more meaningful too. And I don't quite know what that is. Because it's his house. Yeah, it's his home. That's it. Cass has come home. I think that's it, isn't it? Like, Cass, you come home. I forgive you. Yeah. I love it so much.
Prodigal son.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't really have a funny moment for Dean. I guess I like the whole bit of them like playing the game as well, like playing Sorry. Mm-hmm. And then him just like swiping it off the table. I feel like, although it's not a funny moment, it kind of is as well. Like I think it's just very indicative of that, like the thing that's going on. That scene's so good. Like the metaphor that's going on there is great. Mm.
Well, you do have a favorite funny moment. You just talked about it.
That's true.
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
I do love that. Yeah. or the line like, on my car, I swear he turned up naked covered in bees. Also one of my favourite lines. Because people debate it so much. It's just so funny. So like people debate whether that's I swear like he turned up on my car naked but covered in bees, or I swear on my car, like I swear like on my mother or whatever that he turned up. Oh. Okay. Yeah, people reinterpret that line 2 different ways. I think it's the second way. I think he's swearing on his car that this happened. Not that Cass turned up on his car.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because at that point, like, he doesn't claim ownership to any of the cars. Like that.
No. Yeah. Exactly. That's also true. Yeah, because they didn't have the Impala then. So how could he turn up on his car? You've solved a decade-long fandom like argument there. You don't even know. Because he didn't have the Impala then, so it couldn't have been his car. Yeah. Oh my God, Annabelle, genius.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sam, I do have 2 favorite moments. My funny moment, because it's so out of character, but also so funny, is that whole like Megatron bit. I don't know why, it just tickles me every time. Oh, yeah. He's like, Megatron? He's like, no, the Transformer. Like, no, Metatron. Because it's so out of character for Sam. He's just been so dopey in that moment. And then I feel like we might have the same serious moment for this because you're the one who pointed it out. But once you pointed it out, it was my favorite thing of the whole season, of that bit where he like, I don't know, is this a Bobby moment? Maybe this is a Bobby moment, but Sam's there. So I'm going to count this. Of like Bobby seeing himself in the reflection of the car and then deciding not to stab Sam. Of like being a parallel to end of season 5. Like, I don't even know if this is a Sam moment, but he's present.
It probably is more of a more of a Bobby moment.
More of a
but
Bobby
it's
moment.
fine. Sam was there. You're right.
I think his whole bit of being in the hospital too is pretty good. They just did such a good job of getting him like real beat up. Like,
yeah,
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't have many like. There was not a lot of like really emotional Sam moments in this season that I can think of.
They were just at like again. They were at the beginning of this season, in episode 2, where it wasn't one of my favorite moments, but like it's definitely up there for an emotional moment of Sam, of when he's like desperate to find out what's real from Dean. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Like,
yeah,
in the warehouse, like all of that, where he's just like the look in his eye of just pure like, I don't know what's happening. Help me.
Yeah, for sure.
That it was probably the most emotional that we've seen Sam in a long time. That's like not over a woman.
Yeah.
But for me, actually, I didn't really. I mean, now that I've said the serious moment, that's probably my one. But for me, my favorite Sam moment is where he's interrogating those people as the FBI in Pennywise, whatever Penny whistles. I kept calling him Pennywise in that episode, by the way. I will not apologize. Penny whistles, just because it's so like, it's so extreme, and I understand that he's just frustrated and just like, he basically taking it out on everybody because he's been surrounded by clowns all day.
Oh yeah. That is such a good Sam episode overall. There's so many good moments for him in that, like the whole glitter situation.
Yeah.
Like the running through the those good ones. Yeah.
But like, I feel like with Sam in this episode, he basically turns into a hunter. Like, I feel like this is the beginning. But I mean, it gets stunted, right? Because it's the beginning of season 8. But like, I do feel like this is the beginning of Sam embracing him being like the new Bobby.
I think part of it is like almost like like embracing who he was while he was Soulless Sam. Like melding that part of his mind, because he was such an excellent hunter, but having to then do that with the compassion that he has. I think that's that's the switch that changed in this season. Yeah,
definitely.
What's next? Oh, favorite cast member. The only one I can think of, like my absolute favorite thing. I wrote something down different. I wrote, what is that even? Oh yeah, so I wrote down handing honey over to Crowley as my favorite moment, but I'm going to change it. I actually think my favorite cast member this whole season is just when he shouts the word Leviathan. I don't know why, it just sticks with me so much. I kind of love it. Like, it's right at the beginning. I think it is the end of episode 1.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so like dramatic and over the top, and it really builds up to who the Leviathan are, and then that's such like a disappointment almost. It's like
yeah. That's a really good moment. You're fine. Yeah.
It's good, right? You can hear him say it in your head, right? Yeah. It's good. It's a good moment. Yeah. There's so many good ones. Like when he just him as Emmanuel, the whole bit is good.
That must be very awkward for you.
It's so super awkward. Like your ex turning up to your wife's house, like.
Yeah. Well, he says that to Meg in the car because, like.
Oh yeah.
There's awkward silence.
I love it.
Yeah. So in the same kind of vein, my favorite cast moment is like, don't like it, and like drops the tablet.
Oh yes, that's so good.
Like, what are you doing? Like, just the envy of that, of just being like, nope, just noping out of a conversation. Yes, please.
I wish I could do that. I'm like fully on board for noping out of everything at the moment.
Yeah. And then in Born Again Identity, when he gets his memory back, and it's just like, you don't know the destruction I caused on heaven, on earth. Just that whole speech was so good. That Dean.
Oh yeah, so many good. This was the moment, I feel, for Cat, like this season, where he like fully established himself as like, you need to be in the rest of the seasons, you know?
Yeah,
because he's such an important character to all of them.
He is.
Yeah.
And I do love that, like, they all eventually do forgive him, and like they can establish connections with all of, like, with Sam and with Dean.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely lacking between Sam and Cass.
Like, he was only doing what he was taught by the Winchesters, you know?
True. Yeah.
He's just a baby who's just being taught, you know, the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging around with the wrong crowd, which is what all the angels think.
Definitely. I mean, what did Uriel call humanity? So it's like monkeys and something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For lines, Hester's line of like, the moment you laid a hand on him in hell, you were lost.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great line.
That is such a great line. Now, that is a tattoo.
That is a tattoo. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And do like a handprint. Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, I didn't really get any of the other, like, obviously Garth has some really good moments in this season. So does Bobby in that. But I didn't really, like, point any out. But, I mean, I really enjoyed Bobby having such a big role in this season.
I agree. Yeah.
It was really nice to see him, like, interacting with his sons.
Yeah.
And like his whole episode of Death's Door was so good.
Yeah, it's really like heart-wrenchingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I literally cried at the end of that episode. I
really
haven't done
bad.
that in a while.
I think it was a really bold decision to kill off Bobby in this season. Like, to lose another father figure. But then they needed to do that for Sam to be completely left on his own at the end of the season as well. Because that's part of his character arc, to be left alone for really like the first time in his life. I know he left for Stanford, but he's always had people like watching his back. But now he literally has no one by the end of this. And I think that was why they had to kill off Bobby, because otherwise they would have been working together to try and get Dean and Cass back otherwise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think the way they did it was really interesting, with Bobby becoming a ghost and then turning into a vengeful spirit, and kind of following through on the end of, like, the beginning of season 2, where we saw Dean as a ghost in the hospital and being told that this is what would happen to him. I'm really glad they like followed up on that like plot point that was ages ago, you know?
And I also really enjoyed that, like, you know, Bobby was a place of zen for them.
Yeah.
Like his home was destroyed. Like,
so
Sam really has nothing.
Yeah.
Really has nothing. But like, you know, it took a year, well, less than a year, let's say like 6 months ish, for Bobby to become a vengeful ghost, which I think is actually very, very fast for a ghost.
Yeah.
And it's probably to do with his level of hatred of Dick Roman. Yeah.
And like, he was murdered. I feel like ghosts that are murdered or like have some kind of violent death are more likely to become vengeful like quicker. And yeah, he really hated Dick. And I think the more he found out about his plan and what he was going to do, that just like bubbled up so quickly in him. And I think for him to kind of, like I said, that moment where he kind of comes back to himself and then he realizes that he has to go is really poignant. And I think similar to kind of like, there's almost like a kind of parallel between what him and Sam were going through as well.
Right.
So yeah, it's great. I mean, Jim Beaver's an excellent actor. Anything that he's going to do is going to be really emotional and really deep, I feel. That whole bit of them burning the flask at the end, like their faces, was just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. So I did watch, on the last disc of the Blu-ray DVDs, they have this like drive-in feature thing. And it has like 4 different main categories, and it goes on to like do movie posters of certain episodes. I didn't get into the movie poster ones just because it was getting a bit much. There was like, I couldn't take it all in essentially. But they did have one about death and like Death's Door, and they brought on gym, and there's like a funny little like thing that was said that like essentially that Dean gets a model for his Reaper and like Bobby just gets a dude.
Yeah, that's so fair.
And they did explain it in basically the same way that we had surmised, of that like Bobby needed a gruff person to reach him versus Dean needing like a guiding hand instead. But they didn't talk about Rufus. So like I still maintain that Rufus was the Reaper in disguise.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Reaper must take the form of whoever is the most likely to be able to get you to move on. Right? That would just make sense to their job role. So I believe as well that Rufus was the Reaper.
Yeah.
On board.
Exactly. Kind of wanted to see more Crowley. That would have been great.
Always.
Yeah. And just not more Lucifer on screen. I think we had a good amount. But like just the mayhem that he was causing Sam, we needed to see.
Yeah. I agree. I actually would have liked to have seen more Dick Roman. I thought his character was really good. The actor who plays Dick Roman is amazing. Like that creepy corporate smile he does throughout of like, he looks predatory in a way that like I've never seen before on like someone act like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
Inhuman. It's very good. And I wish we could have explored that a bit more. And yeah, more Charlie, because they did mention her at the end as well. Like, thanks, Charlie. But I understand why they didn't use her anymore. More Garth. I should say more Garth. I think he should have helped them at the end.
Yes. Yeah, that would have been good. Like
a Garth-Kevin interaction would have been awesome.
Definitely. Did we ever see that? I don't think we ever see that. Maybe we do see that.
I don't think we ever see that. No, I don't think Garth and Kevin meet. That's a shame. I feel like they would get on.
Yeah, like I feel like of all the people, Garth would be on Kevin's side.
Because I feel like Garth is a highly intelligent person, right? I do feel that in my heart. Although they display him as like goofy, I feel like he's deeply intelligent.
You could still be goofy. That's totally
exactly.
Like yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I think they would have got on.
Yeah, and like, I feel like he would have advocated for like better treatment of Kevin.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Like Garth would have been like, "What have you been doing this child?"
Yeah.
He could have adopted him. He could have gone to live with his kids when he was a werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh man, Kevin. Yeah. Oh, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
He's in for it next season.
God, yeah. Does he even last more than a season? I don't remember, to be honest.
In season 9, I think.
Okay.
I think. Yes, he is. Yeah. Briefly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about some of the features, because I did watch the 4 main ones. So it was the Psycho scripts of Supernatural was one of them, and that was all about the writers and like how they were like kind of given free reign with some of the monsters and like why they chose some of the monsters that they had chosen. I am sorry to say it solidified my dislike of Adam Glass.
Oh,
it was something that he said. I don't think I wrote it down, but the way he was talking about Supernatural, I was like, oh yeah, you are writing this it was confirmation bias for me. Whether I'm actually listening to what he's saying and I'm like, just like, so I didn't take it in correctly, but like it was very much how I've been talking, how he writes it more like a procedural police show versus a supernatural show. And there was something that he said that it just was like, yeah, you don't quite get it yet. I'll give him we'll give him in a few more seasons, see how he does. But like, I was a little disappointed, and I've been disappointed with most of his episodes, to be fair. Because it was Bette Edlund, Sarah Gamble, Robert Singer, and Adam Glass. They were all talking, and they had some other people. Obviously, Edlund had some really good points to make. I just wrote coming through with the Coming through as always. I don't remember what he said though.
Coming through as always, beamed directly into our brain. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Ben Edlund gets Supernatural in a way that Stephen Moffat used to get Doctor Who in the episodes that he wrote, you know, because his episodes for Doctor Who were really good. And I think he understood the tone and how to shift the tone sometimes as Supernatural and still make it feel like the same show. I don't know, Ben Edlund gets... I mean, there's always going to be that. When you have different writers come onto a show, I feel like there's always going to be people who, like, really get it. Like, they get the characters, they get the tone, they get what they're trying to do. And then there are some people who are just there to, like, tell a story. And I think it's fine on these network shows. They're, like, 20 episodes. I don't think you can get away with it now where there's only, like, 8 episodes.
Yeah, I agree. And, like...
Yeah.
Like you said, it is fine. It's just... When they become some, like, because I think Adam Glass was a co-exec, like he was climbing the ranks.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that it was just I don't know.
This is how I feel about Andrew Dabb, right? Is that I do think he gets Supernatural, but I really think he only... The episodes that I watched, it's just like a very superficial level. And then when he became showrunner, I think that shows.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I guess the like, because they're all writing at it from a different angle as well.
Yeah.
Some people are a fan of the characters.
Yes.
And some are fans of the show. And I feel like that's a really big difference. I think Andrew Dabb is a fan of the characters.
Yes.
And Edlund's a fan of the show.
I agree with you. And I just, I don't know. I still mourn for those final seasons. Like, and I know when the show's gone on for so long, like I watch like Grey's Anatomy now, which is like season 25 or whatever it is. And like, it's unrecognizable, right? It's more like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so different to other beginning seasons. Like, it's a different show now, despite having some of the same characters in. And the same thing kind of happened to Supernatural. I do think that. But I feel like, at least with like shows like Grey's Anatomy, like it's almost like intentional. Like they swapped out the characters, they swapped on the storylines, they become a bit more political. Whereas like, I don't think it was intentional for Supernatural. I think they were still trying, and they just missed the mark. And I'm like, but I think that it's interesting to hear the writers talk about that, and like you can kind of, when they talk about the show, you can be like, oh yeah, this is the angle that you're coming at it from. Yeah, which is often, I feel, different to how fans of the show perceive it. Yes. Yeah.
Because they had put a lot of like thought into what the Leviathan are, and like they somewhat picked a name out of a hat. That's how they kind of put it. For the Leviathan, and then they're like, oh, you know, there isn't much to go on, so we can sort of do anything we want with these characters. But then like they didn't. So it's just like. And I feel like we talked about this in the last wrap-up of season 6. Like, they talk a lot, but then when it comes to actual execution of it, somehow it's just not there. And I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's like
censorship,
like
editing, like
all of that,
budget. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I do, because I do feel like there's a vision, and I don't know how well sometimes. Like you said, through constraints and having to cut things, how often it comes across. Whereas I think like the end of season 8 is a really good example, is when everything just came together. Like I feel like the vision is there and you can see it and it's great. And I do think it's kind of like, it has to be like a magic, like perfect storm of things for it to actually work. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can do that for all of the 15 seasons.
No. And I think with season 8, they probably had the most budget that they could probably have.
I think so. They must have done.
Because they're getting Misha, they're getting Mark Sheppard, they're getting obviously Sam and Dean.
There's so many,
Just lots and lots of people coming in.
They save loads of money by like shooting half of it in like Purgatory, which is just like some woods.
Very true. Yeah. Yeah. So the other features were not quite as interesting. So they had Highway to Death, and it was like talking about the Reapers and stuff like that. And like they had some, you know, they sometimes have like researchers on. They had a bit to say, and I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. It was kind of short. It was like, I think maybe 6 minutes or something like that. They had a VFX thing where they just broke it down for some of the shots that they did, which was fine. And then they did one called Weekend in Lilydale. Yeah. And that was actually really interesting. It was like a history piece, essentially. And the Fox sisters were real.
Oh, that's so cool. And
they started spiritualism as like that, you know, the whole like psychics thing. And Margaret, the oldest sister, so there are 3 sisters, it wasn't just 2, but one of them was called Margaret. After like touring the world, because they got like big in the 1880s, they were touring the world, and then like for some reason she just told everybody what they were doing.
Wow.
And like it just fell apart. Like
that's amazing. That's so fun. Yeah.
So they were the founders of Psychics Today.
I'm so surprised they haven't made like a movie about that.
I think there might be.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there is. It's probably called something really obscure. Yeah, because Lilydale was a real place. And like, so Sarah Gamble was talking about like how they had to be like kind of careful about how Sam and Dean talked about the place, because they didn't want to insult anybody.
That's so true. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Because obviously they're skeptics, but like they can't just be like, "Oh, you guys are all fake," because they burned a town that they can never go back to.
I mean, they did it to the UFO people. You know,
that's true.
Like they fully went for them. So
yeah. I guess they're getting tired of being compared to X-Files.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah. And so like after that, it went into like it was kind of fun. Because you are in the Impala and you're looking at a screen and it zooms out stuff. And then you can go into like the concession stand area. And like I said, they had all these different posters. And one of them was talking about the lore behind a kitsune. And again, they clearly did their research on it, but like...
Yeah. Didn't come through, I feel.
It didn't at all. Because it was talking about how like they were focusing on one type of the kitsune, and it was like a woman who turned into a fox at night to escape like humans because
yep that's what I'm familiar with. Yeah.
And then they also talked a little bit about the Vitale.
Yeah.
And again, it's basically an Indian version of a vampire, but like way more interesting and way better than what we got on screen. And like Adam Glass was talking about how like everybody's obsessed with blood and all this kind of stuff. Like monsters are obsessed with blood, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then after that, I was like, I can't watch any more of this because I was like, what? This is too much
information overload. Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah. But it was interesting. And then I did watch the slash fiction, whatever you call it, commentary, because it was Jared and Jensen.
Oh, nice.
They didn't really have anything to say.
It's so funny when you listen to a commentary and they're not even talking about the episode. Like I love that kind of stuff. Like honestly,
they were talking about, I think, how Jen was pregnant for a little bit in this season. Jensen's sister's in it.
Oh yeah,
in the diner. She and her husband are at the counter. But they don't talk about like they literally went on for like a good minute and a half about how the prop acts that they were using had to be like altered because they couldn't fit it through the glass. I was like okay.
It's the little things, you know.
yeah, just some of the, because Jensen didn't say anything, like not really.
Yeah. No.
It was all Jared being like, yeah, we were doing this, we were doing that. The guy who plays the Leviathan in that episode,
Yeah,
he was just found on another set somewhere that they kind of knew.
That's really funny.
Meeting Frank for the first time. So when they filmed, okay, so there is quite a lot actually.
Yeah.
But so when they were filming with Frank the first time, I've forgotten what his name is. The actual actor's name.
Yeah.
That was the first night that they had actually met him.
Oh.
So like, he apparently just took over and just ran the scene, and they're like there for the ride.
He's really
like,
experienced actor though. Like
Yeah.
he's been in like Pirates of the Caribbean. He did so much. He's a British actor, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's from our side of the country.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, of course he is, because he plays a pirate.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And like, he ad-libbed a lot of the stuff that they had to like not break for. The laptop that he broke was a real laptop, like it wasn't a stunt one.
Oh, that's really funny. That's really good.
Yeah.
I do feel like I think when I listen to these kinds of things, I do feel like some of the British actors clearly come from like a different school of acting.
Yeah.
Because like I know Mark Sheppard, like you don't see many bloopers of him because like he's very professional. I feel you know, like he goes on, he does what he needs to do. No one messes with him either, right? So like he just goes on, and does it. And I think the same with Frank, and I'm really bad. I can't remember his name either. And I do hear that about a lot of things. I think like they talk about Tom Ellis being similar on Lucifer as well, like just kind of getting it done. Whereas like
I feel like because a lot of British actors come from theatre, and you didn't get one chance.
Exactly, right? You just go on and you do it. Like I remember listening to, because I used to be really into Sherlock, to my shame, that Martin Freeman would just come in and do like 5 different versions of the same line, like just one after the other, and then they just use the one that was best. Like he'll say the same thing, and then okay, I gotta do it again, and like a slightly different way, and I'll do it again a slightly different way, and just like does it, and then he's like done.
I heard the same thing with when he did The Hobbit.
Yeah. So like, and I think that is coming from like theatre and stuff. Yeah. This is such a tangent, but like I know Anna will get this. So I urge anyone listen to this, if you want to understand a lot of like British celebrities, you should watch Celebrity Traitors, because it has really high like good names in there, a lot of actors as well, and I feel like you kind of get a sense of like what British actors are like from watching that show.
So yeah, final thoughts on the season and thoughts going into season 8.
I think you all know I'm very excited for season 8. Like I think I've made it abundantly clear. I'm very excited for season 8. I think this season was a bit of a mess story-wise, but I'm kind of not mad at it. I think it explored a lot of different things in supernatural lore. I don't necessarily think they're touched on later. But yeah, we're going in season 8. I think that's the main bit. I always knew I was going to be excited end of season 7 for that reason. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
As corny as this sounds, season 7 is a solid 7, right? 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
like it's not exceptional, but it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is. It's got some really good moments, got some really good character introductions, and I think that it gets a bad rap, but like go back and watch it. I mean, if you're watching this or listening to this episode, you've already watched all of season 7 too.
Oh yeah.
But like going back and watching it, it's really, really not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not. That's the best we say. It's not as bad as everyone makes out.
It's really not. Like I've spoken to people about Supernatural, and all of them, the first thing they say is, "Oh, season 7." I'm like, actually, go back and watch it. It's not that bad. And now, are we saying that because season 15 is so bad? Maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, it's, you know, I feel like the foundation's solid. It was just what was put on top of it was just not as good. And season 8, I'm excited for where it goes, because I honestly don't remember the end of season 8. I will remember when we get to like, I don't know, episode 10, it will click like it did this season.
Yeah.
But Don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
So excited for you. I'm so excited for you. I won't try and give any spoilers because I'm so excited to see this one.
I'll, like I said, I will remember when we start getting into the season, and sure. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this big bad.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, let's wrap this out then, shall we?
Yes. All right. I will end this wrap up. So at the end of the episode, we'd like to thank the Pixelagore for his amazing logo art. And if you'd like to share with us your thoughts on the upcoming episodes. Oh, so again, we kind of understand the structure now, but we'll do a bloopers episode next week, and then we'll get straight into season 8. It's not next week, next time. And then we'll get straight into season 8. We're not going to do a break. We'll just go straight into it. So
yeah, let's do it.
We just have the bloopers in between. So yes, thoughts for season 8. You can find us on the socials. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Ko-fi, YouTube, all of this, Blue Sky. Just search for Escaping Purgatory Podcast or Escaping Podcast on Blue Sky.
Yeah. So this week we had a little rest. We took a little stop. We roasted some marshmallows, made some s'mores. So we're all ready. We're rested for the next leg of our adventure. And hopefully we can find our way out. Bye.
Bye.